What's up, YouTube? I'm back here with another video today. It is a special day here in Colombia. It's Battle of Boyaca. I hope I'm saying that right, but it's a holiday here in Colombia. I'm assuming it has to do with some war because it's a battle. So, yeah. I wanted to open up the video today with this beautiful sunset here in Medellin. I just think, the way the clouds look is just amazing. That's why I highly recommend you get a dope view. It's so easy to find a dope view here in the city. So yeah, I also want to show you guys something cool that people do here in Colombia. They put their Colombian flags out on their balcony. So if you can see, I'm zooming in to show you a couple of the flags out on the balcony. We're here, people chilling. Couple more. So yeah, it's something I've seen in Colombia a lot. When people live in their apartments, they use their balcony to celebrate the holiday by putting the flag out. So I think it's pretty cool. It looks cool when you walk around. They do this all over the city. It's not specific to one place. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of the new developments in travel having to do with international travel here in Colombia, as well as my reasoning for not leaving Colombia during the quarantine. All right, so I'll be sitting down for that part of the video and talking to you guys, but I just wanted to show you guys a beautiful sunset to start the video, and just so you can have a peek into what's going on in Colombia. And I don't know if you could tell, but the streets are not so busy today. The freeway is not so busy, and that's because it's a full lockdown day. So today, Saturday and Sunday, we're supposed to stay inside, all right? So we're not supposed to go outside no matter what number your ID is. I think if you have a pet, you're allowed 15 minutes outside. And then other than that, you should have a pretty good reason to be outside. So they will still be having Rappi and domicilio for a lot of things, but for the most part, it's another time to just hunker down and stay in the house. That's what it takes to stop the spread. So hopefully it'll be over soon. Like I said, we got some new developments in travel. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? I'm back again for this part of the video. I'm gonna just be talking to you guys. I got a few topics for today, and I want to start off with the new travel developments in Colombia. Right, so this is kind of official and unofficial. I read some things, and then I heard some things. It really doesn't matter what you read until it's like official statement from like the top. So, what I've been hearing is more like, travel opening up. The airports, various airports in different parts of the country are allowing flights. Some of them are only starting with certain departments. Like I heard Bucaramanga is one of the first, the ones with lower cases. And they may have already started doing the flights between different departments, but not the whole country yet. And then towards the end of the month of August and beginning of September, they're going to be allowing to open up pretty much all the airports in the country. So that being said, I don't know too much about the international travel. What I've been seeing through my research is that it's said that it's going to open up in the beginning of September as well, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Because you would think they want to just do domestic for a while, but hey, that's Colombia, I don't make the rules. So, that's awesome either way. I'd love to be able to go back to the States or to other countries and have people from everywhere come back to Colombia. But, I think it's important to consider, it's not necessarily going to be the same, because I don't think they're going to open up bars and restaurants probably for a while, maybe towards like November, December, or into 2021. So, for a while there, people will not be coming for tourism in the traditional sense, or at least it won't be the same when they come. So, that's that. And, I'm looking to book a flight myself. I'm in between some beach locations like San Andres, Santa Marta, and Cartagena, which I've been to Cartagena 2 times, so I really want to switch it up. So, and I'm not closed-minded to going somewhere else, like in the mountains, or I really want to hit up. I'm not even gonna say this one spot, but I'll say it, or you'll find out when I go there, I guess, because I'm definitely gonna go. I heard a lot about it, so and it's an inland place. I've been to Cali, I've been to Boyaca, I've been to Cartagena, like I said. So I've been across the whole country, but there's definitely some other small, medium cities that I got on my list. So stay tuned for that. We'll definitely be going together. And that's pretty much the new developments on the flights. Like I said, I've been able to go online on Google Flights and attempt to buy flights. I haven't purchased one yet, but they're there. Whereas though, like a week ago, there were no flights there, for sale. So now they're actually for sale, the flights and the flights international to come in the beginning of September. So if you guys are interested in coming to Colombia, go ahead and look into that, because you'll probably get your money back if you book now and something happens, or at least you'll get a flight for that price at a later date. So it's time to start looking back into travel. I'm excited about that. Next up, I wanted to talk about my reasons for not leaving Colombia when the quarantine started, because, I've gotten a lot of questions about that. A lot of people just ask me, like, why didn't you come home? Or, what's so good being out there? It's not really something so good here or something like that. It's just that I have my reasons. I guess most importantly for me was just the cost of living. I think, the cost of living here in Colombia compared to the States is just so much different, and probably about 4x, like 4 times is more cost effective here. So for me, thought of going back to the States and dealing with this whole coronavirus in the midst of the inflation, the prices there, it would have just been like, not as fun, so like for me, it just made sense to stay here, save money, that I can invest later, right now I'm taking all my savings that I get from being in a country like this and saving money, and just trying to invest it, so being able to do that at a time where the market is down is also really good. It just makes complete sense, from investing and just cash flow perspective. So and then also in the beginning of the quarantine, the peso was like $4,200. So that's when I had bought Nipsey too, like my dog. So the peso being so strong ever since the quarantine, it's been higher than it was before. So that's another reason that I stayed. I think take advantage of the savings if you can. I mean, it's been great. Like, and then there's, prices are cheap right now for a lot of stuff here just because of quarantine. That's a big one. Next to that, I have a pretty good friend group that I like spending time with here. So I wasn't ready to, just call it quits after like 2 or 3 months, and go back home to the States and go back to the normal, life in the States, which ain't bad, but it's not bad at all. But, out here, I really love it. So being able to spend more time with my friends, even though it has to be more clandestino or, on the low, in the sense that we don't go out to the restaurants and bars and clubs right now, but it's still fun to have people over and just kick it and or go out to people's house and just like one time I had a friend take me to Robledo for like someone's mom's birthday party, and we were just chilling, and it was just awesome. So stuff like that, I still enjoy it, you know, and it's still like I know we're in quarantine, but you're still living life here, and everyone around you still living life. So just don't be too closed in, and it's good to try to be safe about it and get out, and because I don't think it's healthy to just isolate all the time, you know. So that's a big reason, you know. I just wanted to keep having good times with my friend group, you know. And another reason is shortly after I got Nipsey, a big reason is because I had Nipsey, my dog. So he was, at that time, is like a little in between a period where they need the rabies shots, and you know, he wasn't old enough for the rabies shot yet, but he was old enough. He wasn't old enough for the rabies shot, so he couldn't travel, period. So that was the deal. So I had to wait, and I think he ended up getting a rabies shot sometime in June, right? So around June he got it, and then you gotta wait another 25 or so days after that. So now he can travel just fine, but for a while there he couldn't travel, so I'm not gonna leave him here, you know what I'm saying? So that was a reason there. Another reason is I couldn't return, you know. Being that I'm not a citizen, I wasn't able to return to the country without being a citizen. At least right now, they haven't changed that rule just yet. I think next month they'll be changing. Like I said, they have flights coming in from international places, so I assume that they'll be letting people in that aren't citizens. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I would assume so. You know, operating commercial flights and then not having, and only having it available to citizens does not sound very profitable to me. So yeah. Okay, so another reason is I want to continue learning my Spanish and practicing my Spanish, because I know once I go back to the States, it's gonna be lost, you know, and I'm at a good place where I know a lot of Spanish, and you know, I think it's a crucial place, because if I go back, I probably don't know it strongly enough and fluently enough to where I would hold on to it. So I think another, you know, few months, and I think it'll be a lot easier to hold on to my Spanish. So that was a big reason. And then the last reason I stayed is gonna be the weather. You know, the weather here is awesome. It's summertime in the States. So most of the States is hot, it's real hot. And I'm from Texas, so it's real hot. So, you know, I was happy to stay here and enjoy this internal spring, you know. It's awesome. Even though you're in your house, just to be able to go out on the balcony, look at the mountains, and see, you know, these sunsets, or, you know, whatever. I've been outside the city, like to like Rio Negro once, which was nice, and it's just, you know, it's just a lovely country, and the weather's nice no matter what. So that's the last reason that I stayed. And then, you know, I do have like one regret about that decision, and the biggest regret I have about it is that my grandmother had gotten sick about a month ago, and she's very old, and you know, it was very scary while she was sick and in the hospital, but you know, she ended up getting better, thank God, and you know, she's better now. But that was a very tough situation, because it was at a point where I made a decision that I'm pretty much stuck with, and you know, it would have been very difficult to get back home for a funeral, God forbid, you know, or something like that. So that was a big regret, and I did feel a lot of mixed feelings and remorse about that. But you know, she's fine now, she's better. So you know, just looking on the bright side, you know. But that's just something that you have to weigh in, you know, when you make a decision like that, to hold it out in a foreign country in a difficult, uncertain time. So yeah, don't forget about your loved ones back home, because you know, their life still goes on, in the midst of all this as well. So yeah, I want to wrap things up and say, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to another video. And please like, subscribe, and comment. I want everybody to just comment, say something, ask me a question. Maybe I'll do a video about it, you never know. So, get in the comments, like, subscribe, and tell a friend to check me out. And we're going to continue growing, and we're going to have some good times and discussions here on the channel. And I just want to wish all you guys the best, and I'll check with you guys later. Peace.